Prince William was left in a rather precarious position, and one now that, when you think about it, across the pond in California, the likes of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are absolutely delighted by, simply because this is causing a huge divide between his father, His Majesty the King, and of course his eldest son and heir to the throne. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining me today. As ever, welcome one and all. Nice to have your company. It's always tricky, in the world of families, isn't it? Because, our families are, well, they are our families, aren't they? Everything's not necessarily played out on the world stage. The problem that you have when you are part of the world's most famous family, every single indiscretion, every movement, every eye twitch is analysed. And that's where I thought, I don't know if you agree, chums, just how brilliant Queen Elizabeth was, because she somehow, throughout all of those decades, never seemingly put a foot wrong. You didn't really know what was playing on her mind. There might be one or two raised eyebrows or disinterested looks. My favourite was when she was being photographed, I think, for Vanity Fair, and she said, "Look, I've done enough now. I'm not taking off the tiara. No, it's fine." And sort of flounced off. I thought, good for you, because really nobody would speak to Queen Elizabeth like that. But clearly, Annie Leibovitz, I think it is, well, she thought, well, she'll do what I want. Yes, there was only one Queen Elizabeth. And this is now the problem, when you think about it, between His Majesty the King and, of course, his eldest son, Prince William. And this sadly unfolded, really on the world stage, because as we know, we sadly lost the Duchess of Kent. And as I told you before, I was lucky enough to meet her, a lovely, charming lady, just one of life's nice people, and didn't want fame, glory, just wanted to do good in the world, and of course created something of a stir when she decided to transfer to the Catholic faith. Of course, her funeral took place at Westminster Cathedral, a wonderful piece of architecture. Let me tell you, chums, a wonderful viewing tower as well, which is far cheaper than a lot of the other tourist attractions in London, particularly like the London Eye. And you get all the same views, and there's a lift, so it's a lot easier, you know what I'm saying? Not plugging, I'm not an ambassador, but it's just as good, and you think, yeah, bit of a tip there for you, travel tip. Now, what happened really, which is very, very difficult when you think, is the fact that there you have, of course, Prince William, alongside Catherine, the Princess of Wales. Sadly, Camilla couldn't make it because she's not been feeling very well, managed to struggle through the President Trump dinner. But you see, the worst thing happened on the world stage. And there you have, of course, the younger brother of King Charles, the disgraced Duke of York, Prince Andrew. Now, as you can imagine, it's very difficult for Prince Charles. What do? Do you not invite him to all private events, family events? Should he be ostracised forever, kept locked up in Royal Lodge, sent up to Balmoral to live? Who knows? It's difficult again, because I think King Charles has tried to do the right thing with his daughters, Princess Beatrice and Eugenie. But then this happened, this sort of difficult moment where, as you can visually see, Prince William seriously did not want to chat to Prince Andrew. Now, I can tell you behind the scenes, this is truly what happened. It's not that he's absolutely against Prince Andrew. Naturally, their family, they get on to a level. Never going to be great, but they get on to a level. But he didn't want that conversation because he knew lip readers and people next to him. And this is bringing in, if you like, the problem of Prince Andrew next to the follow-on, which is going to be, of course, Prince William. And you could see that William just didn't want anything to do with it. Now, according to a source, an excellent source behind the scenes, let me tell you, William warned his father of this and said this could prove catastrophic. It will be a distraction, it will be picked up by the world's media. Also, on the same day, Andrew's disgraced image was projected on the tower out at Windsor Castle alongside the disgraced Jeffrey Epstein. So William was right. And the problem is now that you've got conflict between the eldest and the king. And the other issue is this, you see, William is looking at this from a marketing PR structure. How does this reflect on the monarchy moving forward? And as I said at the start of this video, people who would be delighted would be none other than Meghan Markle, because this really shows divide and a problem that they really can't get away from. According to an excellent source, Meghan Markle has openly stated, if you think we're a problem, what about the Duke of York? And why doesn't he receive such vitriol the way that we do. And in this one case, you see, as you can visually see, even Prince William, I wouldn't necessarily say agreed with them, but you could see the problem that he foresaw and then was trapped on the steps of Westminster Cathedral for the whole world media to see. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.